Hello my friends, welcome back to Just Shake or Stir. My name is Georgi and it's time for another cocktail. So I missed last week's cocktail just because of a unfortunate accident. So when I was preparing the cocktail to shoot the pictures for the thumbnail, my bottle of Mr. Black slipped from my hands and smashed all over the kitchen floor. So there was a coffee liqueur everywhere, glass everywhere, and as you can imagine, I wasn't happy. So today the cocktail, it's kind of a variation of the Espresso Martini, but first of all it's made with rum, second it's gonna be served in the smoked glass, and third it's gonna be shaken and prepared in the Nitropress. So we're gonna use a nitrogen gas to make it more lighter, more fluffy, more airy, and more creamy. Now, I know all this may sound a little bit complicated, but let me put everybody in kind of a peace of mind. If you don't have the Nitropress, you can just go with your shaker and make the normal Espresso Martini following this recipe, which is based on rum. But if you happen to do, I hope you're gonna try it. So if you're ready, boys and girls, let's crack on because we have a lot to do. Alright my lovely friends, so let's start with the ingredients first. Now I'm gonna walk you through very quickly. First of all, we have a cold coffee. Now cold espresso coffee. It needs to be cold because obviously it's gonna be shaken in this lovely Nitropress, and of course it's gonna be introduced to the nitrogen as well, so it needs to be cold. Second, we're gonna use rum. Now I'm gonna use rum cologne, which is infused with coffee. That's how it's come from the producers in the bottle. You can use any spice rum, dark rum, anything you like, okay? I'm just gonna use this one, so do whatever. Next we have a little bit of vanilla syrup. We're gonna have a little bit of amaro, and we're gonna have a coffee liqueur, and of course some Angostura cocoa bitter, okay? The glass is gonna be smoked with the hickory wood. It's gonna be smoked the actual glass, and it's gonna be left on the side for a little bit to incorporate this smoke inside on the glass. So you have this kind of a lovely smoky finish in the cocktail. So as you can see, a lot is going on, but when we put all together, trust me, it's fantastic. And as I mentioned before, if you don't have the Nitropress, you can just simply shake this cocktail following the rest of the recipe and just serve it as you do a normal espresso martini. So before I start, here is I think the right moment to introduce something which I've been thinking for a long time, for the past 2-3 months. And finally I came to the conclusion, it must happen, okay? From my birthday, 10th of December, I'm starting a new channel, okay? So this channel is gonna be entirely dedicated to mixology, to infusions, to complicate ingredients, to making home ingredients, sustainable serving, distillery, all these kind of things going behind the cocktail and behind the actual glass before you go in any bar and you get served something incredible. So this channel is going to be dedicated only for this kind of a material. The videos is going to be quite longer because we're going to go through each step of preparation, explanation, ingredients, measurements, and everything like supposed to be. Make sure you check the link in the description and subscribe to the channel. There's no videos yet, but as I mentioned, it's starting 10th of December on my birthday. A kind of like a treat for me. And then we'll go from there. It will be dedicated entirely to the mixology behind the cocktails, okay? There you go, there you have it. So let's make this lovely Smoked Nitro Rumspresso Tini. That's such a weird name, but hey, if you come up with something else, let me know. So let's crack on. Okay, first of all, we're gonna get our glass and we need to smoke this glass. So I have some mixed wood here. I will put a little bit on my cutting board. It doesn't need to be over smoked, it's just to introduce this a little bit of smokiness, okay? We're doing smoking the actual glass. So there you go. We're just gonna leave it there. This is gonna introduce this wonderful hickory wood flavor to the actual glass, okay? Just leave it there. Now you have to prepare the cocktail in advance in some like a glass jar. So we're gonna start with 100 milliliter of fresh espresso, but again, cold, okay? And we're going to match this with 100 milliliter of rum. So I'm using the Ron Cologne Coffe Infused Rum. As I mentioned, use your favorite dark or spice rum, it's absolutely fine, okay? Here we are. Then we're gonna introduce a little bit of sweetness because it will become a little bit too bitter from the rum and the Amaro and the coffee liqueur. So I'm preparing 2 cocktails at the moment, yeah? Not just 1, 2. So I'm gonna do 25 ml of the vanilla syrup, or you can do around ounce, okay? This is basically like a half an ounce per cocktail. All right. Right, next step, Amaro. Use your favorite Amaro. And again, 1 ounce of Amaro. Like a half an ounce per cocktail. And finally, the coffee liqueur. Here we're gonna go with 50 ml. And we are ready. So in total, you should have 300 ml ready liquid. Now the Nitropress which I'm using, the maximum capacity is a 500 ml, but I want to leave a little bit more air on the top for the nitrogen to incorporate inside, because we're gonna put some ice inside, shake, which is gonna introduce probably 20–30% of dilution. So it's gonna bring the level up with a little bit of water. And then, obviously, when you put the gas, you need some space so you can shake and incorporate this gas inside in the cocktail, okay? Nitropress is fantastic, and on the new channel, you're gonna see how to do a quick infusions with a Nitropress. So once again, don't forget to subscribe, even if it's not videos yet, but they will be, okay? Right, pour everything inside. There we go. As always, I'm making a mess everywhere, but it's part of the job, I guess. Now some ice inside, 4 or 5 cubes of ice. The reason why is because we're gonna cool it down even more. It's gonna help the nitrogen to incorporate even better. And also, it's gonna help with the drink to cool down and froth this espresso, all right? There you go, that's more than enough. Right. Okay, first I'm gonna give it a quick shake like that, and then we're gonna charge the cartridge, all right? Just a quick shake, just to cool it down very quick. And now I need a cartridge. Okay. Lots going on, I know. But if you want to treat yourself or, you know, your loved ones, it's worth doing, okay? Let's charge it. Yes. So make sure you tie it up. Give it a good shake again. Okay, grab an empty glass and just release slowly. This is gonna be the first gas. Give it a little more shake and let's serve. Oh, that smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. So there you go. Takes a little time. But the creaminess coming from this Nitropress, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, if you can do that, you see how much difference is between actually shaking or serving the cocktail like that. And this is not a serve for a busy bar. This is more about having a fun at home, creating something nice, and having some good time. That's all. There we go. That's a one lovely big Nitro Smoked Rumspresso Tini, whatever you want to call it. I don't have a name for it, so we'll see what it's gonna be called in the future. But final touch, we're gonna put 3 coffee beans, one for health, one for wealth, one for happiness. Okay, so just on the top, lovely in the middle, and there you have it. Wonderful Nitro Espresso Martini made with a rum in a small glass, with few more ingredients, a little bit introducing of Amaro, a little bit introducing of the Italian coffee liqueur, and a coffee infused rum. Okay, so you may wonder what's happened with the Angostura cocoa bitter. All right, this is not incorporated in the cocktail for the simple reason. It's gonna be just on the top, like you're gonna drop 4 drops against the coffee beans and 1 between the coffee beans. This is gonna just bring a little bit of cocoa to the cocktail, the cocoa flavor. It will slowly incorporate. In the overall balance you may not feel it, but it's gonna pair fantastic with everything else. So it's up to you. You can put it in the Nitropress in advance, shake it, or you can just do like I do. So cheers guys. This is my Nitro Smoked Rumspresso Tini. There you go. What a name. Cheers. Creamy, light, airy. So much difference between shaking and the Nitropress. The nitrogen is bringing this over like a creaminess and velvety flavor, like not flavor, creamy and velvety feeling to the cocktail. It's so light, it's amazing. Again, shake it if you don't have the Nitropress, okay? No big deal, it's gonna be equally good. But if you can, if you find, and if you can use it, totally 100% suggesting to try it. So, the coffee infused rum from Rum Cologne helps a lot because it's bringing more coffee to the scene, but of course, using spiced rum or a dark rum, any different from different distilleries is gonna bring different vibe to the cocktail, and that's the beauty of it. You can make different rum espresso martinis all the time. However, stick to the Amaro, okay? Again, different Amaro is gonna bring different balance. But that's again the beauty. You can introduce every time a different sweetness and bitterness to the cocktail. The vanilla is gonna help you, the cocoa bitter is gonna help you, the coffee liqueur is gonna help you. Everything, you have the base, then you can play around it. It's absolutely worth trying it, and I hope you will do. Don't forget again, 10th of December starting new channel, link in the description. Everything about this kind of a crazy stuff behind the cocktails in a longer videos, slow down, no rush, explaining everything to you. Hopefully you're gonna join me. But until then, as always, stay safe, enjoy your weekend, and I love you and I leave you. Bye-bye.